Good morning, Fort Collins, Colorado. This is Patrick Stugard with Stugard Real Estate Services coming at you with your bi-weekly analysis, looking at median home prices, what's come on the market, what's come off the market, inventory, and some statistics. So really, without further ado, just wanted to jump in real quick. We're in mid-July right now. Peak selling times, properties should be coming really on quite a bit. Inventory should be increasing. Prices, remaining strong historically, but what I want to show you is what is actually happening. So let's go ahead and start with just the weekly analysis. So 117 new homes came onto the market, average and median list price kind of sticking where they've been. Median sales price 454, which is what we'll see here shortly. About 4% higher than we were looking at this time last year. We'll jump into that here shortly. 57 homes had a price reduction. Median, you're still seeing that $10,000. So, and the reason for that is still a lot of these $400,000 to $500,000 houses are having a reduction. And those are going to be the majority of our properties on the market. And a solid number for them right now is a $10,000 reduction. But we do have a substantial amount of homes that are at a higher price point. And when they have a bigger reduction, when let's just say we're talking about an $800,000 house and a decent reduction is anywhere from, 1 to 3% is a solid reduction. And so you could look at an $8,000 to $24,000 reduction, which will drive that average reduction. So that's why this number is quite a bit higher, is because we're seeing those larger homes, higher price points having that substantial reduction. Again, inventory 217, just not where we need it to be. We just need more homes to come on. Well, actually, a decent amount of homes are coming on. It's just a matter of how many more homes are selling. Even though it's only 94 homes are selling, tons and tons of homes are going under contract, and very few are falling out of contract. Median days on market dropped from 45 to 43. I was playing golf last week with a lender who suggested that he had that day offered below 3%. And I said, well, yeah, probably for like a 740 credit score. No, 680. So clearly that could be a massive driver for buyers right now. It's extremely affordable in regards to your mortgage rate. And so that's going to be your weekly analysis. But now let's jump into kind of the supply and demand, which is really what is kind of interesting this time of the year, because as we'll see in years past, September, October is going to be kind of our peak inventory time, meaning that's when inventory will be at its highest, and from there it'll start to dip into our winter months. So, September 2018, high inventory. September of 2019, higher inventory, right around 250, even popping up to 300. Whereas this year, our high for our inventory was kind of in June. And since middle of June, we've kind of dipped down back our inventory, just demand far outpacing supply. And it's just a matter of how many people are moving here. I can tell you I've got rentals on the market, and as well as working with buyers, clients, and there are substantial people coming here. Just this morning, I looked at a couple coming in here from Houston, Texas. I'm under contract on the house with a client from Florida. I'm working with another client that's coming in here for a rental from Florida, from Tampa, and they're just going to want to live here for a year before they buy. Another client that's looking at buying from New York. So we are, again, coming out as a shining star in this whole coronavirus and racial protests environment. Fort Collins has had seen really peaceful protests, which is great. And also our coronavirus, so long as people can keep maybe wearing masks and staying 6 feet away from each other and keeping those numbers down, we can stay open and continue to really be a bright star for the country. So Fort Collins continues to be an extremely attractive place for people to move, especially from big metros and out of state. So the last thing I want to jump into is median price points that's comparing last year to this year. So from May to June of 2019, we're only up 1% roughly, from 443 to 448. But then the entire year of 2019 and 2020. Now, this is not the median price point for 2019 versus 2020. This is a rolling average of the median price points for my 2-week biweekly analysis. So it takes the average of those median price points over time, which comparing 2019 to 2020, we're up 4.2%. So it's interesting right now because I am seeing some investors dropping their properties. I think university needing to open up is a massive deal. As we're seeing, you know, the Ivy League is not going to be playing football this year. Big Ten and is it Pac-12, I believe, are only going to be playing in-conference football schedules. CU and CSU, the current plan is to be open till Thanksgiving, let the students go home for Thanksgiving break and not come back until the end of Christmas break. Hopefully there's some solid news on the coronavirus front. And, you know, if you looked at the stock market, I wouldn't even be able to begin to tell you what the stock market's doing because it just seems to be performing strongly since our low of 18,900, and regardless of whatever information comes out. But Moderna just came out with some pretty positive news on the coronavirus vaccine front, and we just need to continue to have some of that positive information, positive results. And even though our coronavirus testing has spiked and our cases have spiked, hopefully the deaths kind of remain a little bit lower and people can feel comfortable getting back into society. In that sense, Fort Collins continues to be a strong market for real estate. I just also have been getting some retail action on some of my commercial space, both on a brokerage side for sale and on the leasing side. So it's great, it's positive. So I guess I should be really happy. Again, I just continue to be cautiously optimistic and hope for the best, but understand that we are still in the middle of really times that we've never seen before. So hopefully we can continue to do well as a market and people get back to work. And there are some things that are coming in the future. The unemployment ceasing after July 31st, elections, the PPP funding. So there are some uncertain times ahead of us, but again, hopefully we can continue to do well. So thank you for watching. I really hope these videos help and are a benefit for you and your decision-making and understanding Fort Collins and Northern Colorado's market. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to talk to you. It's been really fun interacting with you guys on these videos and hearing your feedback. And so I'll continue to do that. And hopefully you guys have a great day. So stay safe, enjoy Fort Collins. I know I am, and really enjoying spending time with my family.